of, well, work per se for the team at Amputease. But we do have, on the other hand, Loli looking for that support. Sona, maybe? No, I don't know.
I expect the Sona to be a support Sona, and Jarvan will be playing as partly an initiator, partly assassin.
Yeah, trying to go for that backline. I mean, if it's going to be Hammerhand on that Kayle, we're probably going to be
Yeah.
seeing maybe I wouldn't say Ezreal, but maybe an Ezreal on top of that as well. Or if the Ezreal would be picked, it would probably be picked on the Awesome Explosion Loli
I
side.
know dual power does play a decent range of attack damage carries, so we
Yeah,
could be seeing one. That will probably be an ability power Kayle.
yeah. That is going to be very, very strong. Those heals, plus the damage output from Reckoning, it's going to be very,
Yeah.
very good with Hammerhand. Since
I've
looking good.
played against a couple of Kales after the patch, and the high slow on Reckoning is brutal.
Plus the double damage that you take, plus Righteous Fury just pounding away from you from a really safe difference. Yeah, that's just Kayle over usual things that she does. And I don't, did they actually upgrade her slow or no?
They changed it from 35% for 4 seconds at all ranks, and now it scales from 35% to 55% for 3 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the hindsight in that little maneuver right there, but 55% slow. It's almost Gnosis from the start with that Wither. And if you haven't been Withered ganked, or if you haven't had Wither on you before, it's yeah, it's pretty detrimental. It doesn't really help you as a Psyche. Whoa, two supports coming up. Fat Me gonna be picking up the Taric. And we're gonna see that Talon. Yeah, the Talon's locked in. What do you think about this two support lineup for Awesome Exclusion and Loli?
Um, I guess Sona would need to play ranged ability power carry in this comp. That's actually not too bad. Um, and they're probably going to be using Taric's AoE burst along with the Shatter, which synergizes nicely with Jarvan and Talon's burst.
Yeah, the Jarvan Taric combo, we've heard about this in the Summoner's Rift realm. It's going to be used in Dominion as well. I mean, Taric's R gives him a little bit of shieldage and a little bit of armor. The passive from the Dragon Strike, or sorry, not the Dragon Strike, the Mossy Standard, also with attack speed, helps out with closing gaps as well. I mean, that's a really good, interesting comp. You add that on top with a Sona, you the hymns, the valors, the everything. The auras are going to be very strong with the team of Awesome Explosion Loli. The only thing
And
is,
the AoE to lock AoE CC to lock them down as well.
yeah, that the only thing is that, and also, well, unfortunately, they're going to have to be really close together because if J4 actually just goes overextended just a little bit, I mean, yeah, they can use Talon to kind of clap close, but the other two, the supports would have to really catch up as fast as they can, and
Yes,
that would
I
not be a
think
bad time.
ideally you'd probably initiate off a Taric stun.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
will be hopefully the way they go. But if they initiate off of the Western Standard, or if they initiate through Talon and there's no one around, there's gonna be some bad days that are gonna be ahead for Awesome Explosion. We're gonna be seeing Super Quack Duck can play the Diana, maybe. We were seeing him playing, I think last week, Singe. Some other things over there. Bot lane. He is pretty much the bot lane player for the team of Awesome Explosion, I think, though, right?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. So we'll see whatever there. Was it attack speed AP Tark? Oh right, the Tark's now different. The passive used to be through maximum health to get mana back. Now or health back. Sorry. Now it's
Now
damage output, right?
it used to be giving mana back off your attack damage. Now it's giving you extra magic damage on hit from your mana.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see from what Fatme is gonna be doing off of that.
Yes.
And last pick over there, sorry about that, for entities, we do have the Zinjo pick, just really quickly as well. The Urgot getting picked up, and I think we talked about Maokai. Overall, team picks, what do you think for both teams? I'm really excited from the Awesome Exclusion side, but for entities, what do you think their team comp's going to really revolve around on?
They've got Maokai for initiation, and he can knock people down for just Zhao to destroy them. If they get initiated on, they have strong counter initiate from Zyra, Zhao, and Urgot, for that matter. I expect Nyx to be playing Kayle bot lane against Diana. I'm not sure how that will go.
It'll be interesting. That would be for sure. But yeah, Kayle should have the advantage, especially between 3 to 6. But if Diana can get a double leader rush with a Crescent Strike plus well, the pay cascades actually working in on there. A full combo will pretty much insta-give Nyax, but again, Nyax has that level 6 intervention, gonna be able to defend at least some of that burst in that combo, so.
He will also burst back pretty hard.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see that bottom lane, I guess, massacre with damage from both teams, from both players over there, so. Overall, yeah, we're going to be starting up this game. Dominate Dominion number 46 from round number 2 between Amputease and Awesome Explosion plus Loli. Again, guys, really quickly, Dominate Dominion, we do host tournaments every week. Next one's open, DominateDominion.com. And if you are looking to form up a team, try to do this a little bit with your friends, Dominion with your friends. And if you want a place to actually talk to more experienced people in Dominion, do check out the Dominate Dominion chat room, first of all. But do check out the Raid Call channel, which is the ID of 552-6833. Mr. Feesky, the one, the only, will try to help you out, get you a group of friends. If you have a group of friends and you need a private room, he can go make it for you as well. So there you go with that. We're going to be starting up this game. I'm pretty hyped for this one for the side of Awesome Explosion, just because of the new Taric working in there, new Kayle-ish working in there as well. We'll see what'll happen between the two of the teams of Amputease versus Awesome Explosion. And also, really quickly, I forgot about this. Facebook.com/DominateDominion. Also a really good site to, well, get RP maybe, possibly. Every 1,000 likes on the Facebook, we'll be able to give away a $10 RP card for that. So, like the page, get some news on Dominate Dominion on DominateDominion.com, and, well, get the raid call, get some people, get some friends, get some loved ones into this fine matchup. We're going to see the round number 2 matchup today with Volandum. Amputease, Awesome Explosion, Loli. Yeah, I don't know who's gonna win out, but I feel like this is gonna be an explosive game.
Yes, it's also going to feature a lot of sustain from Sona and Taric, which I look forward to seeing.
Oh, I did not even think about that. Imbued plus him of, not him of Valor, but Arya Perseverance. That's...
Yes.
Well, I mean, everything is... I don't know. Yeah, you're right.
Imbue has an excellent AP ratio. I believe it's a 0.7 ratio on himself and an ally.
I don't know, man. That's going to actually be very detrimental for what Nyax and everybody else on the team of Amputees want to do. Like, they want to kill him as fast as they can, but yeah, we'll see what'll happen. On the blue side for Amputees, we got Hammerhand on that Zhao. Zyra going to be played by Science. Dual Power going to be playing Urgot. Right over there, Nyax87, the one and only. I play that Kayle. Maokai is going to be played by Metal Finger. It's L3OD, the Burgundy, and some words. And here with me, Volandum. What do we have on the purple side?
We've got Fancy Wolf playing Jarvan 4th, the Loli Brigade on Sona, Fatme on Taric, Armed Weasel on Talon, and Super Quack Duck playing Diana.
I still have that little note for Loli Brigade. He is the brigade commander, and he is going to be seeing some interesting action with this one. Ooh. Is Super Quack Duck actually loaded in is it loaded in ready for you guys or no?
He looks to be at 0%
Yeah,
for
okay.
me.
I just wanted to make sure because I thought my client crashed too. That's unfortunate. We might be seeing a pause from the beginning. And never mind. There you go. But really interested to see Loli Brigade not actually picking up a CV. We saw him doing that last tournament, or yeah, last week with that tournament. He played, he put CV pretty much each and every time he played, and I felt like that was a decent kind of pickup. Or do you think CV wasn't a really great pickup?
CV is still really strong. You can use it to zone. For instance, if you land it on a squishy like Zyra, she has to play much more carefully because you know where she is and you might be able to gank her. So it can buy you time like that. It can let you check where the bot is being ganked when you decide where to go. It's very useful in general.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Loli Brigade is thinking about, well, they're going to be gauging on us with Maokai. They're going to try to catch in hyper position kinetic reverse run onto us, or Zhao is going to go in. So
Yes.
exhaust is going to be
Yes,
very
not
helpful.
having an exhaust up top when they have Zhao is likely to be a mistake.
I mean, he goes in, he doesn't care about all the damage, he just heals it right back up, and yeah, that would be very detrimental for the team, especially with the damage output that usually Zinjos have. Super correct, like barely getting it in now. The toaster is about ready to pop, hopefully. That's unfortunate. New
I could
patches.
use some toast actually.
New patches usually do this to a lot of people, and there's a UI change with the new patch that we have. I mean, we have the new ping system on there as well. Have you liked the new changes so far, Volandum, with the whole, I guess, refreshing of the HUD, the HUD?
I haven't quite gotten the hang of the new pings, I have to
Yeah,
admit. Yes.
yeah, that
Once I
is.
know which direction they all are, then I'll be able to use them much more naturally.
I usually use a quick ping, so each time I try to quick ping, I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to choose something, and I don't actually choose anything, so I just randomly pick whatever is there, and like, oh, don't engage,
It
please.
works as it used to if you use just V click or G click without dragging.
Oh, you mean if you just let it just ping it off by itself?
Yeah,
Oh,
and you'll get the original be careful or target pings.
more you know right there. Dang, that's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, it's a cool new ping system, I guess. You get the on the way and other stuff like that, but I don't know. I feel like it's another few more buttons that you have to add onto this game. Although in the old sense for Dota and everything else, that's kind of the usual thing. I think Dota 2 has the same system as well. So it's
Yes.
albeit, I mean, everything's changing to be more unilaterally kind of combined, but still, it's really interesting to add that little ping system and well, the refresh to the game of League of Legends.
Yes. It's more buttons, but they're not obtrusive buttons.
Right. Well, unless you try to do pings off of like the keyboard, then that is
If
very
you
tough.
just click, you'll just get the old ping you used to.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yep.
we'll see about this matchup if we can get what we can get from Awesome Explosion Loli versus the Amputease. Amputease blue side, Loli on the purple side again. Just quickly refreshing the video. What do you think? What do you think about these item choices? What do you think is going to be the bottom lane choice? It's Kayle, and then it is super correct, Duck. You're right. It is going to be Kayle versus the Diana, but what do you favor out of that matchup, if anything?
I really don't know this matchup. I believe Diana will win between 6 and about 13 if she just goes in on Kayle. But of course, that sort of thing will be hurt if Kayle manages to land her ass on her beforehand.
Gems are
That is
truly
true. If Kayle gets the early game
They
advantage,
are
it's pretty
truly,
good.
truly,
We're going to hit a pause
truly
right now.
outrageous.
Yes. I would prefer to see a few more blue pots. Sona can certainly use a blue pot early, and so can Zyra for that matter.
Yep, we'll probably see that in a little bit. Dog's calling out, say hi a little bit as well. We're gonna be right back onto this one. Give me a second as well. But Volandum, if you see anything, just call it out. We'll be right back. Oh, I'll be right back right now.
It seems that the teams are calling out to us in all chat, but unfortunately the streamer isn't displaying the all chat, so we aren't able to see the banter.
I'm sorry about that, guys. Yeah, still hitting the pause. What actually happened? I know Loli Brigade cut out, but did he just like DC or is like his game crashed?
I'm not sure, to be honest. There's quite a bit of banter in the all chat if you want to see it.
Yeah, I see it right now. I'm like looking. Our Skype died. Okay, so. Uh-oh.
A summoner has reconnected.
Let's talk about Bird and Volandum. That's an interesting one. And then I turn off the chat right there.
Okay.
What was I about to say? Yeah, so that's unfortunate. Only Brigade's gonna get attacked like that. Like, if they're talking about DDoS, that's not good. But, what else is there? Prospector Blades, rings galore. I feel like Amputease is still gonna be able to win this one out with even the kind of uniqueness that you have with Loli's team comp. Just because they still have both gap closers and still great AoE kind of ults, especially with Zyra and especially with the Maokai as well. So.
Yes, Zhao is still really strong even after the nerfs.
Yeah, I don't see anything bad that is going to happen. Although I like what Fatme and Loli are even doing with the Sona sustain and plus the new supposed damage output from Fatme's Taric. But I was like doing the math on it. 2% of your mana. That's what it is, right? 2% of your mana. That's
well, it's 4% against champions, which is when it matters.
Oh, that's actually a lot different. Think about it now. But even then, 4%. No, actually 4% is ridiculously good, huh?
That's quite good. For instance, a Rod of Ages gives you 650 mana, and that's going to be 26 extra on hit damage.
That's magic damage, right? Too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
And the charge tier will be 40.
We'll see what Fatme's gonna be doing. That gonna be going with the Prospectors rating instead right now. But yeah, I mean, if he really thinks about it, unless he's just gonna build support Taric, then I don't totally know. But yeah, that's a really interesting little factor that Taric's new passive is really different. And we're gonna go off on the side really quickly. Make sure. Oh, my mouse is not even working for the game. That's not good. Oh, there's another pause. That's why. Something that's been happening with spectator mode this time now, instead of your screen not getting locked, it's looking like your mouse cursor not getting locked. It's like the screen's not locking in. Pause. Competitive pause, guys. Don't worry about it. It's nothing new. It's nothing new. It's probably, is it Loli Brigade again disconnecting?
I think it was Super Quack Duck.
That's unfortunate. This is why you get raid call, Kappa.
Have we promoted that yet?
I don't. Oh, the recall tab? Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, each and every client and all that stuff, vehicle esports. I mean, it's internet, and sometimes the internet can be used in a very unfortunate way. And well, we'll see if that actually works out for the teams. And I cannot control my camera.
Blue team has captured the quarry.
Good.
Red team has captured the Volandum.
Okay, so we're going to be seeing some action over at the top lane right quickly. I'm going to go keep it on direct camera for a little bit, see if I can fix this little issue right here. But we're looking at Loli Brigade and everybody on the team is over there. We're going to have a skirmish coming up really soon for the top lane. Fancy Wolf gets a great knock-up. Weasel going off on the side, going to go right on the side. Science going to be the first one targeted, but it's middle three and we're in between everybody. And the first one taken down. Now Science going to be taking out a lot of damage. Going to get hit in the Valor. We're going to see the damage output there. And now we're going to see what will happen with this team. It's looking like there's going to be a clean sweep for the team of Awesome Explosion Loli, where they do capture up all the points, but now you see Metal Fury come back, but it's a little too late. And they're going to be contested or taken away from the team of Amputease. This is an interesting point for myself. Can't control my keyboard or camera, but I can move left and right. But in all means, we'll still get all the action for you guys. As we do see another skirmish over the top lane, Maokai and up right now. We do see the Ninja going to pick up the J4. Maokai, or Weasel going to chase onto Science. We do see the Hammerhand off on the side, going to back up onto Weasel. Weasel, can he get another kill onto the team? No. Hammerhand going to be back away. Dual Power doing the same as well, but he's going to get capped out. Fatme goes off on the side, picks up a little bit more steam. Weasel going to be trying to finish it up, and it is going to be Weasel going to be finishing the kill. And we do see Weasel double kill coming up from the Zin show. For this one. And yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty good for the team. I just feel like, how are we gonna go really come out from this one for the team of Amputease, because they're going down just little by little right now.
Snowballing your bot lane is always a sound option.
Yeah, I mean, Super Hurt I is pushing pretty hard onto Nyax. We'll see if Nyax can actually do something with that. But for now, we're just kind of roaming around the map, checking if we can get a jungle gank somewhere. And it's looking like they're going to try to go for these relics, making sure that they are not contested, or they're getting contested. So
Taric is out of position and
engagement happens. Loli Brigade goes in, takes out, gets taken down. And the Weasel pick up as well. Looking for Fancy Wolf. Fancy Wolf trying to get around onto here and get picked up from the side. And yeah, Fatme, you were a little out of position for the team. Once they engaged on, it was a dead team for the team of Awesome Explosion Loli.
They do have 3 revives up though, so they're going to use them and try to defend the point.
Yep, and when you do see Science, everybody off on their Hammerhand going right off on Loli Brigade. Loli Brigade taking a little bit of damage up on the side. And we do see Science off on the side as well. Great, my camera controls is back. We do see Dual Power getting it picked up from the grassy roots. And finally, Amputease take back the windmill over there with that going to be pushed off. All the turret. Great job by Dual Power pushing them off on there. And now we see Fancy Wolf on the side trying to come back in, re-engages on the Maokai. Weasel goes in and smashes down. Garrison not going to be enough to save out the team. Weasel is going to go down. Fancy Wolf taking a lot of damage. View coming up from Fatme. Fatme going to try to finish this one up onto Dual Power. And Dual Power should be taken down. Oh, Loli Brigade doesn't actually attack onto Urgot. And J4 just dies off on the side, unfortunately, taking the tower aggro from the windmill. Great job over the top. What do we have? A bot? Nothing really. It's still looking like they're just both pushing and pulling onto each other. Do you think, like you said, he said Nyax could have the advantage, or Super Quack Duck, is he going to get the advantage right now?
Super Quack Duck is up by about 5 or 6 CS at the moment, and he might actually be able to get a kill here.
Oh, Nyax.
Oh, Nyx has ulted a bit prematurely. Oh, a gank is incoming.
Yeah, Nyx did ult
very
prematurely,
rude.
and I don't know if Nyx can get in there, but Hammerhand does get the finish up on that gank. Fatme going to come off from the side and he tried to defend with team, but it was just not enough.
Super Quack Duck's been revived a little unnecessarily. That might cost him later, we'll have to see.
That's unfortunate. We do see Fancy Wolf on the side, going to go re-engage on the team. Loli Brigade off on the side too. Taking out on Science. Science going to be taken down very quickly. Weasel gets the hyper position connect reverser. Family pushing them back by Weasel should be the one taken out right over there. Double kill coming out from Weasel. Picking up on the one on the Maokai. Hammerhand coming right back in. Going to go re-engage onto Fatme and Loli Brigade. Loli Brigade is going to try to heal up the Taric, but the gem is not going to be strong enough to be able to save out now Loli Brigade. Should be dead again. Hammerhand just exhausts Loli Brigade, and Loli Brigade is going to get out of there. So they're staying up, but the damage is done no matter what. They did take back over the windmill, and Amputease will be able to get that point yet again.
Yes, Loli team has, however, managed to pick up some more items for the next fight, so we'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, the items could be a definite determination factor for this one. Looking at them right quickly, Brutalizer and Perspective Blade. We have the Sweeper coming out from the Sona, Glacial Shroud on top of the Kindle Gem for the Taric, and they're looking for this one. They sweep out, they find the team of Amputease, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. While on the other hand, Amputease, Hex Shrinker for the Urgot, got a Brutalizer as well, got the Sweeper for the Maokai, not surprising. I mean, we have pretty much the same kind of setup, except for the Spectral Lantern on the Zhao, while J4 only has Mercury Treads.
This will give them a decent chance to shut down the Talon during his ultimate. Actually.
Yeah, the Grezza Spectral Lantern is going to get True Sight, and we're going to see Fancy Wolf go right in. Zion's going to be the one getting focused upon. But Ennis is going to get up just a little bit longer. Unfortunately, 1-for-1 trade for now. Hammerhand comes right back in and tried to do a lot of damage to Iron Weasel. That was just not a great engage from Awesome Explosion, just because, again, they fought right in between Vengeful Maelstrom, and when you fight between that, you're not going to do any damage to the team. Great job by Maokai, really mitigating damage down on the team. Again, I guess it was a great engagement, right? But yeah, the damage output was just lacking, just because, well, they're fighting under a Maokai OI, I feel.
Quite a lot of their damage. Jarvan, Talon, Sona all have quite a lot of damage, but most of it is burst. And so they took down Zyra, and then they sort of all picked different targets and weren't able to kill anything.
And that is also a big thing that they need to watch out for. They need to get those 1-2 combos onto 1-2 people, not 3 or 4 in that little meantime. While the Brigade gets the Sweeper, sees who's in that brush. Fancy Wolf on the side can look, try to engage onto this, but don't think they want to, but they do. They are going to try to cage when the Vengeful Maelstrom is not up. Unfortunately, Metal Fenrir with that Vengeful Maelstrom is going to be okay, it's already up and he's ready to go yet again.
Yes.
Let's see a little sneaky tactic. Are they going to find everybody? Fancy Wolf goes in. Hammerhand going to get caught out first and he's going to be taking a lot of damage in the beginning. Science not getting in focus though. Going to get some good damage on that backside, but Science going to be taken down just because he is a little bit too squishy. Fenrir now taking the focus. It is Arn Weasel going to be facing off against that dual power up on the side and picked off as well. But Arn Weasel with that triple kill and be able to shut down the team just for a little bit longer, and the windmill going to be taken by Awesome Explosion.
We're seeing some very strong AoE from both sides here. That basically means that good initiations can decide fights.
That was an interesting gank by the team at Awesome Explosion. Like, I don't think you really would expect that brush to be like a good ganking point, but yeah, they did a pretty good job just hiding themselves, and unfortunately when Xin face checked the bush, it was Xin's demise. And when you don't have that tank in the front line or anything to peel off for the Zyra couldn't really be too much effective right after.
Yes. To be fair, they have enough stealth reveal that they could probably use it to check something.
Oh, Hammerhand and Nick's gonna go try to go on the Fancy Wolf. Fancy Wolf gonna take down one. Can he take out the second one? Unfortunately not, but it is gonna be the point gonna be taken away. We will see for that bottom lane. And if that point is taken away, it's gonna give that damage buff for the team of Amputease. Amputease now gonna be pressuring that top windmill right now. We'll see if they can actually take down Fatme, everybody else off on the side. Loli Brigade, Iron Weasel just waiting and biding their time. Hopefully they can hold off a little bit more on this turret, but it's in dire need of some help. And we're going to see Fancy Wolf actually go to bottom and try to go gank over onto Kayle, and this windmill is probably destined to be going down for the team of Amputease.
They've bought a bit of time with the garrison. I feel that Talon should probably not be standing in open sight. He should probably be above the windmill, or otherwise in the fog of war, waiting to jump on people. They've decided to give up the point anyway.
Yeah, the assassination attempt would have been very dire of a need. Plus now they know now that Torpedo's up on all this engagement is going to be very detrimental, and the damage output coming up from the turret as well. And they add on, but we're going to see Zyra go down first, then going to go chase on the Light Brigade, but Armed Weasel comes in, double kill onto there. Oh, White wanted to say it was a bad engagement. Armed Weasel says, nope, nope, nope. And he's going to be able to take a triple kill yet again. 15, 4, and 5. Ridiculous.
It was very lucky Jarvan made it there when he did, so he and Sona could counter-engage.
We do see an engagement. Armed Weasel going to be going down right quickly as well. Hammerhand going to take that double kill. Fancy Wolf now going to be taking a lot of damage. Cataclysm going to be used, but I don't think the Cataclysm is very useful on that point. And great job by the team. Amputease saying, no, we want to recapture this point, and we want to make sure that you don't have that. Good job by Jin just really rushing up to the top lane. Super Crack Duck on the side, looking around, trying to get where Nyx is at. Nyx is just poking whenever he can, but Super Crack Duck does have that shield. Here comes the engagement, and here comes the gank. Fancy Wolf and Fat Me off on the side. This is a dead Nyx, unless Fat Me just disengages. No, he will not, and he will be able to pick up the kill through the Shatter. Hammerhand now is going to be doing a 3v2 kind of block. Can they actually finish it up? And Zyra coming off on the side. Here comes Kayle with the revive. Fancy Wolf not going to be taking a lot of damage, but now we're going to see Armed Weasel going to be the focus. Back away from this one, and everything will reset for this bottom lane, but really great job picking up that kill onto Nyx.
We have Maokai back capping and Sona going for top now.
Yeah, but we do have the Armed Weasel yet again being a main focus or a focal point on this game. Going to try to rotate it over in top lane. Fat Me going to be rotating as well. It looks like the pace right now for Amputease is doing pretty well. As long as they can keep some Explosion Loli off on their toes, it could be a really good one for the team. But you see Awesome Explosion now over at the windmill 4v4. We'll see if they actually come in and actually fight down. Hammerhand going to do a 2v1 off of Fancy Wolf and Fat Me. You're going to see Doc come out, and Fat Me using the Shatter in a little bit of trouble. Now everybody is back on the team. When Previously Signs go in for the ultimate. You make ult in. Oh, that is so unfortunate, but Armed Weasel as outside, you're going to go keep on doing the damage. Pick up the kills. It is going to be Sona and Armed Weasel picking up one, but it is a double kill for Armed Weasel and a triple kill. No, it will not be Fat Me taken away from that one. And actually, what happened about Nyx is still fighting on Super Crack Duck, but Super Crack Duck should be taken down pretty easily. Nyx should clean this up way, way too quickly. Only problem is Nyx is going to lose both the windmill and the claw, so I don't know if it's totally worth it to clean it up. I mean, you needed to clean up versus Super Crack Talk. For the one cap, but I'm pretty sure that cap over there by the claw is just going to be coming back onto the team of Awesome Explosion. So it's going to be 3-2 caps. Awesome Explosion is going to have to lead for a little bit, but Amputease, they're up ahead by pretty much 50-60 points. What do you think Amputease is going to do? Again, are they going to keep on pressuring this bottom lane, or windmill, or are they going to try to go for back tap on the drill?
I'm not sure which team has stronger team fighting. Both of them are maintaining very good map presence, just staying grouped up near their speed trides, as you can see.
I mean,
and there is that ganking coming by the looks of it.
Yeah, Nyx, and we're going to see the Maokai going to switch over in the bottom, and actually no, Nyx is going to top lane. Armed Weasel probably did see Nyx, unfortunately, so we're going to see if they're going to be rotating and trying to smash over onto this team. Nyx is going to provide a lot of damage. Oh, Nyx could just be
You'll also be able to counter a lot of that burst.
That is true, and I guess that's a very smart play to put the Maokai over in bottom.
I expect Diana to be able to win this lane, though. Well, not if she's being ganked by Zhao.
Hammerhand and Metal should be able to finish this one up pretty quickly, but Super Croc can get out of there, gets the Lunar Rush onto a minion. Still walking away, but it is Hammerhand. Audacious Charge and all. 3 Talon Strike with the Metal Finrear. Just in advance and be able to take out that kill. 3v4 over top though. We'll see what they engage in. Armweasel goes in. Damage output first, not going to be enough to take down Silence, but right after the intervention is down, it did not matter. Dual power to be taken out from the second side. Double kill coming out from there, and a triple kill yet again for this Armweasel. Ridiculous stuff that is happening from him. 25-7. Feel like he's doing a really good job for his team right now.
Yes.
We do have the Boneyard actually being picked up from the team, so I guess Metal Femur and the team did push up pretty hard. You see Fancy Rolf and Batme gonna be 2v1ing on Hammerhand. Hammerhand gonna use the proc from Zyra+, but Zyra+ is not enough to save out that tower. And again, the Claw gonna be able to, or the Refinery gonna be able to be picked up yet again. And we'll see what is gonna happen for the team Amputease. So we're gonna get only 1 cap versus 4 cap right now, and Awesome Explosion doing a pretty good job, especially on that fight where they did have, or they had the Kayle Amputease, but yet still the damage output was just way too strong from this Talon slash from the team of Awesome Explosion. Do you see Nyack or Nixon on dual power just waiting out in the bushes? Batme gonna go chasing. Oh, looks at the dual power. Now we see Nixon being chased upon, but the knockup. Oh my gosh, the damage mitigation is not gonna be enough. Science could not get that ultimate down in time, and Armweasel gonna chase with the warmers. Yomui's proc active. Hammerhand gets taken out so fast. Oh my gosh. This team is so dangerous right now. Awesome Explosion just pushing up. And I think they did find something with this Sona and Taric, because they're gonna go in trying to get a 5 gag. Oh, Armweasel should be able to be taken down, but Super Correct Deck will be able to capture the point. And it's only a 5 cap for Awesome Explosion. Just looking at the builds, I mean, it's just a lot of tankiness, damage output. I mean, it's really good coming out from the Volley Brigade slash Awesome Explosion. Do you agree that like the Sona and Taric is adding on to the dimension for these like AoE fights where they have like
I do, yes. Once Taric finishes his Frozen Heart, that'll have an even bigger impact on fights because a lot of their damage is coming off Zhao and Kayle. They've got 2 Aegises as well, and plenty of stealth reveal.
Yeah, with this double.
Do you just look at how many assists everyone on some Explosion has?
28, 28, 27. They're doing a really good job to keep up on, well, team fights in general and keeping themselves alive literally through everything. This is pretty strong. I mean, you have the best of 2 worlds. You have the auras to really protect and give you more stats, which will, again, get you better team fights. But you also have the AoE stuns, the stuns down, and wow, a really dangerous comp that's coming out. Let's see, actually will go right in. Into giving science right there. This is the Talon. Armweasel gonna go taking down from Nyx very quickly. Great intervention, knocking out a lot of that damage that Armweasel was gonna do, and Molly Brigade and everybody just falling apart. And right when I said that their team comp was pretty solid, it might have just broken down just for a little bit. Hammerhand gonna go around there, gonna get healed up, and Batme gonna be taken down. Great job by Dual Power picking up that kill. And then Armweasel says nope, revive up, and gonna try to take down the team. Still power coming onto this, he's gonna do a lot of damage output. Can Armweasel do anything to count back? He does have a Bloodthirster, but I don't think that was enough. Meanwhile, Loli Brigade comes in, him a Valor down, and now gonna go touch down onto Batme, gets a stun off on there, and Loli Brigade should be able to pick it up with Batme's radiance and damage output right there. Gonna throw up on the side, gonna see where the science is. Science is gonna go backwards for a little bit. Gonna go right towards, back to the base. Do you see the matchup over the bottom? Super Correct Deck and Metal Finrir now. Maokai's been doing a pretty decent job just keeping up, but unfortunately Diana's been doing a better job off on that one. And now next rotating over to mid. Oh no, he's gonna go try to catch on the Super Correct Deck. Super Correct Deck gonna take tons of damage. Gets re-engagement, but the ultimate going out from Nyx. Is that gonna be enough to really save out? Oh, Super Correct Deck still gonna be chased. I don't think we're gonna be able to get the kill. Meanwhile, we saw the Zyra getting picked off, and unfortunately, that was a pretty good thing for the team. It's looking like this is gonna be the end for the road of Amputease. Can they capture this point to actually neutralize it? Dual Power needs to get out there to at least neutralize the point. But it is not going to be enough. It looks like Amputease will be going down. Oh,
Oh, not quite.
one more point. One more point left. I felt like
You
ABT
saw the
was coming out.
GGs come out as well.
Loli is gonna be back. They're gonna try to back cap this one. If they at least neutralize it, it should be fine enough. Middle finger gonna go down, take a little bit of damage. It's gonna be knockdown on middle finger, but the awesome damage plus Nick's gonna be using the intervention on the middle finger. Could this be enough to change the fight? Arm Weasel says no, and it should be the win in. Oh no! Here comes Science as well. Dual power. We try to hold up as much as we can. Garrison going to get down, but here comes Super Crack going to assassinate. Iron Weasel going to go back in, and we do see the Zyra pass be around. Can they actually finish up this point? Wow, we do see the back cap of that Sona trying to go for the windmill right now. He does have help with the J4. I feel like this is any moment this game is going to end, but Amputease does take up one for the Talon, and now Nick's going to come right back in. He's going to pick up a kill off of that one, but J4 and the Sona are going to be able to take out Hammerhand. Oh no, Science coming right back in, going to pick up the kill on the J4, and then Loli Brigade is going to go right onto Hammerhand. Hammerhand is going to re-sustain up with 3 talent spike and all the other goodness to be able to pick up the kill. Oh, Loli Brigade, what the? Gets a great power core to finish up that kill onto the Zhao, and unfortunately for the team, they're falling down 77-76. This could be the turn for the game if
To be fair, Amputees just burnt all their revives for that last series of fights. Most of Loli Brigade's revives are down though. Only Super Crack Duck, the bot laner, has his revive. We'll have to see how this goes.
Oh man, this is looking pretty bad for Awesome Explosion. If they can't get this one, it's gonna be dangerous, but they're gonna try to go for the 4 cap over in the back. And then bottom, left finger in a bit amount of trouble if they actually go for this game. Nyx does find the Sona. They're gonna try to kill the Sona right quickly, but Finrear and everybody else is gonna be taking it down over there. And it is gonna be point taking it down, and it is gonna be the G to the GGs hopefully. Oh yeah, it's looking like that. Great job by Awesome Explosion. Just gonna be able to just gank over at bottom, pick up that kill, and try to take that down. But I want to say that. Aww.
Oh. So close.
Yeah, so far, great job by Awesome Explosion picking up the win in this round 2 matchup. Beautiful, beautiful game between Amputease.
Yes, I really enjoyed that.
Wow, I did not expect. I mean, they needed to neutralize that point. That's why I was like, he needs to go to the windmill, but they still got it in time. Wow, that was crazy. Very, very crazy.
Yes.
Should have heard our Skype when they hit 1 point for the first time. That's very unfortunate. Last week was 0-4 for the final. That's true though. That is true. But I thought that we were gonna come back. I was like, oh, what? That is dangerous. Dangerous times. All right. I guess we're seeing what are we watching actually? Because I just joined the game without really joining it, doing whatever.
Feel the Vibe versus Cheese Enema is a reasonable option. What's the other one? This is probably the better choice. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Which one? Oh, okay.
One you're in.
Got it. Cool. It's gonna be Feel the Vibe, Cheese Enema. Cheese Enema's on the purple side? Is that right? And I'll be right back, guys. We're going to play a 90-second commercial. Be right back, guys. And for Feeski, if you didn't hear, we did play the 90-second commercial. Is Feel the Vibe on the blue side? Am I right?
Feel the Vibe is on the blue side, yes.
Sweet.
That was very exciting.
That was crazy. That was a really good game. I didn't expect it to get that close, but the team fights were ridiculous each time. Really interesting comp from the team.